Nationwide. Nationwide is on your side here in downtown Detroit, where this place is already rocking. We get set for the divisional playoffs, the NFL on Fox. The #1 seed Lions taking on the surprising Commanders, and away we go. Welcome to the broadcast booth. Good to see you. Tom Brady's here, and I'm Kevin Burkhardt. Tom, these Commanders, an amazing year. They won only 4 games last year. Dan Quinn comes in. They draft Jaden Daniels. They're a 12-win team. They upset the Bucs last week. Now will that magic carpet ride continue?
Wow, they've been unbelievable. It's going to be an uphill battle, KB. This is a tough environment. It's rocking behind us. But they are the cardiac Commanders for a reason. They've won a lot of games in the fourth quarter. To me, it comes from Dan Quinn and the belief he has in his team, the belief they have in each other. And it's led by their young stud quarterback, Jaden Daniels. He gives them hope. They believe that they can make it a 60-minute game, get him to the fourth quarter. His playmaking ability can take over, and they can find a way to win.
They're going to need it because the Lions have been the best team in the league. 15 wins. They've been building to this under Dan Campbell, a place they've never been before. The #1 seed in the NFC. Now, though, as the top dog, how can they live up to the pressure?
Yeah, it's tough, but they've earned the right to be here. The #1 seed, 15 wins is tough to do. How do they do it? They're a tough, resilient team, just like the city they play for. They're physical in all phases of the game, and Jared Goff, he's been special the last 3 years. More touchdowns, more yards than any other quarterback in the league. I can't see what he's got in store tonight.
And I can't hear because it's so loud in here already. The players, the Lions being introduced right now. Crowd is loud and ready to go, and so are we. The divisional playoffs coming up next. Here are tonight's players to watch, brought to you by Nationwide. Jaden Daniels, 4,400 total yards this season, 4th most by a rookie. And then Jarrett got 37 touchdowns, 2nd most in Lions history. Should be fun. Kickoff coming up next.
Fox Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
These two coaches certainly don't lack emotion on the sideline, and they both turned around their franchises with Dan Quinn's first year in Washington, Dan Campbell's 4th year in Detroit, and they meet in the divisional round coming up tonight on Fox. Fans are ready. They've been ready for this for a long, long time, and just a short while ago, let's hear from the coaches. We did. First, Tom Rinaldi with Dan Quinn.
Dan, how have you coached this group to handle the atmosphere and the emotion early on this stage?
It's awesome, man. All year long, Tom, we've been practicing what to do. Tonight, for both teams, it's how you do it, man. The energy, these guys be running and hitting both sides, flying, and use all that energy for our good. And both teams do that, and I'm certainly going to coach that way too. So awesome environment, man. As we're going into it, these guys are really ready to fight.
Simply put, final message to the group.
Yeah, easy one, man. Be you, #1. And we have a lot of belief in one another, all that trust, and then our brotherhood, their connection, their commitment to one another. That's the type of game it takes tonight.
Appreciate you, Dan. Good luck.
Thanks, guys.
Now let's go to Aaron Andrews.
Dan, you always find the right words to motivate your guys. What did you say to them tonight?
Well, I don't know if I always find the right words, but I just told them this is the next game. That's what this is. And listen, you're not young forever. We're in the golden times of our lives as athletes. That's where they're at right now. So just go cut it loose.
That's it. What about these fans? I mean, they are ready to explode. What do you expect from them?
Yeah, they're the best. They're the best. This is home field advantage.
Certainly is. Thanks so much. Appreciate you.
And they earned it, no doubt about that. Welcome to the divisional playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. We're in Detroit, the #1 seed Lions taking on the Commanders. In Spanish language broadcast available tonight on Fox Deportes. So glad you could be with us on a Saturday night indoors in the Motor City. Washington had won the toss. They decided to defer, so we'll see the Lions on offense first. Gibbs, he's like on turbo here tonight. Touchdown, Washington. Oh, he caught it. Commanders making a statement. This is crazy. This is crazy. That's today's game flow brought to you by Progressive. Commanders up, and they get the ball to start the third. And welcome back to the divisional playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. Great look at Detroit. But the #1 seed Lions down by 10 as we start this third quarter. Welcome to the booth. Tom Brady, I'm Kevin Burkhardt. I think, look, there's a lot that's gone on. It's been an unbelievable half. But the #1 question is, how in the world did the Lions stop the Commanders? Because the only time they stopped them was on 4th and 1 in this game.
Yeah, Cliff Kingsbury and this offense have been absolutely dialing them all up today. The strategy usually for Detroit is let's get really aggressive and we're going to blitz a lot and we're going to play man coverage.
Yeah.
I think they got to come off of that. I think they got to think about more zone coverage, try to keep things in front of them. When they're trying to be aggressive to make a play, Aaron Glenn on those calls, this offense is making much bigger plays. So to me, be more of the bend, don't break type of mentality. See if they can keep the ball in front of them. Get them to some third downs, see if they can get them off the field.
More on the Commanders. Let's go down to Tom Rinaldi.
Well, KB, heading in at halftime, Dan Quinn said, we are not surprised at all at the way this half played out. We knew there'd be explosive plays on both sides. It's a 60-minute game. We need to continue to be aggressive. We're going to play and we're going to coach that way. Defensively, he said, we need to continue to put pressure on Jared Goff and take advantage of turnover opportunities wherever we can. His message to his team, keep up the energy that we saw, the belief that we saw on this sideline. All we need to do is be who we are and put that on display. One injury note, Sam Cosby, the right guard, who we saw go down with that very tough knee injury, he is ruled out. Guys?
Yeah, appreciate it. Trent Scott has played for him. How about this half? First postseason game with 600+ yards in the first half. Eagles Patriots, you remember that one? You were there?
Unfortunately, yes. Didn't end quite the way I wanted, but
sorry. Well, you had a few that did, so that's the good news.
Agreed.
Well, I had a Dan Campbell coming out of halftime, and he barely had a voice, Kevin. So you can only imagine the message he was delivering to his team. Defensively, he said, look, we knew it would be hard to contain this Commanders offense, but the bottom line is we need to tackle. He must have said it 4 times, Kev. And then offensively, he said, it's simple. The turnovers are absolutely hurting us. He said, we are not playing complimentary football. We need to get a stop and then score, or if we score, then get a stop. If we do that, it's going to be a 1-score game. But until we figure that out, we're in trouble.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes here with the Commanders getting it first. That'll do it. The 1 seed goes down. The Commanders on their way to the championship game. What a job by Dan Quinn. First year and the Commanders with this rookie quarterback. So poised on the road in a tough environment, and heartbreak for Detroit. These fans waited so long. They finally get the top seed, and they go down in their debut. Commanders a stunner, 45-31. They move on, and coming up, the State Farm postgame show is next.